Here's how you simply increase the probability that when you see a FSBO, you're going to get the listing. If your leads are, this is pretty simple, pre-screened by somebody else, kind of a duh factor, meaning when you call that buy owner, somebody has already spoken with the buy owner in a different capacity and found out that they're going to be listing the house this weekend, or that they're getting divorced, or they already bought a house in Connecticut or wherever, or they're building a home, or they inherited the property. So if you have that information before you make your phone call to them, you're going to approach it. I mean, seriously, imagine you had that, you didn't have that information. That means you have a script, one size fits all, but not every situation is the same. So when your partner, so to speak, pre-screens them, then you're going to really have a competitive advantage. What you're listening for was the lead a have to move or a want to move. If it's a have to move, it should almost always be a go. I don't care if it's an hour from your house. If if you can pull the data, you should probably go on that appointment. So what you're looking for is the question, is it a no-go or a go? Now, if you're new at this, you tend to need to go on almost every one of them just for the life experience. I promise you this, once you start getting listings from the buy owners, you're going to see why some of these, you're getting better at making, oh, this is a no-go. Oh, this is a no-go. That means every time you go, you'll get a higher and higher probability of succeeding, which is what you want. So the screener, you go, well, who can screen leads for you? Well, here's the perfect person who's got something of value to, they're going to gain from this. The seller, when they're moving, the buy owner, when they move, they need what? Another house. Are they going to get a loan? Well, let's say half the time people pay cash. That means half the time people need a loan. So a loan officer who is hungry, again, the right loan officer, not a superstar, rock star LO, they're not going to do this. They have enough business. You find a loan officer who's hungry and you say that I have a list of buy owners, and what I'd like to do is tell the buy owner to call you when they go to move. And when they sell their house, they're buying the next one. In addition, when the buyer cruises in there and they don't have a lender or whatever the case, I'm going to recommend, when I do my walkthrough as the realtor, I'm going to recommend to you, to the seller LO, that they use you. Is that okay with you? The LO is going to go, are you kidding me? I'll do that. I'd love that. So the question is, LO, will you call? It's only about an hour a week, maybe a half hour. Would you mind calling these few buy owners and then just writing down on my shared sheet here, what did they say? It was occupied, it was vacant, they're getting divorced, they're relocating, they already bought a house, whatever the pertinent things that we're both looking for to check their motivation, let's record it, write it down. So there's huge value. Now, you don't have to have an LO pre-screening your leads. You could do it on your own. You don't need a support person. But if you want to call less and be more effective, which I think would be yes, have another party place those initial calls for you. In addition, the seller is not offended or not mad at a loan officer. They are mad at realtors pretty fast because there's a couple that are unprofessional that are calling the for sale by owner, and the FSBO is going to be pretty ticked off at most all realtors because of their experience with a few realtors, but they're probably only contacted by a couple few loan officers. So this video was simply about the idea about increasing the probability and you're getting listings faster if they're pre-screened. Now, we have a video series on how you pitch this idea to a loan officer, where the LO will say to you, you betcha, I want to do this with you. Only a half hour a week or something like that. I could do that because the LO wants to become your referral partner. Thank you.